Welcome. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Yogi Bear. It is good to be seen. I'm not going to talk at first a lot because we have someone here doing our eating. I'm a little embarrassed that I'm streaming at this point. But if I don't stream right now, I will not stream later. So enjoy Disney Dreamlight. Turning that down a little bit. I kind of like that. Let's change the hat though. Because it doesn't quite go. Alright. Aha. Alright, let's stick with that for now. Okay, let's go back to Olaf. I don't remember what I'm wearing on my feet. But oh well, the dress hides it. My husband's not texting me back. Alright. Oh yeah, I can't get over there, can I? Alright. In case you didn't hear me earlier. Hello everybody! Welcome. Welcome back to my channel. Okay. Now I can actually speak. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Yogi Bear. It is good to be seen. So, of course, today is a day of things not quite going the way you'd expect. Here, I'll turn that down a little bit so I can be heard. Alright. So, I wanted to go live. I think I'm going to change my live to 3:30. Which is fine. But, oh my goodness, wrong way. However, today was the first day that I'm like, I want to do a 3:30. So, of course, 15 minutes before I want to get, started, my microphone pole just snaps. Right where you bend it so that you can move the microphone how you want. And it snaps. And that's not fun. So I can't use that microphone stand. And of course I have a million bottles of super glue that I can't find. I'm tripping over them all the time whenever I'm doing normal stuff. But of course I can't find them when I need them. Hold on, let me talk to Olaf. Hi, I'm Olaf. Wait, what am I saying? You knew that. The Great Blizzard. What? Oh wait. I thought I got them all. Oh, one more squirrel. Just kidding. My bad. Anyway, so of course I have a million bottles of super glue that I can't find when I need them. And and I can't fix my microphone stand yet, so I had to grab out the old one that fastens to the desk itself. Fortunately, it works. I'm able to speak hands-free. I just don't like using this one because I have to put it up against where I sit, and I have to manage it basically with my knee. Anyway, so that was fun. And then I wanted to get everything set up and like on the computer. And Steam kept insisting that I had to download Disney Dreamlight, but I'm like, no, it's already on my external hard drive. I don't need to download it. So I had to restart the computer and pull up all of my programs up again. And then the repairman came for our heater, and which we were expecting him, but I didn't expect him to come as soon as I started the live. And I don't know how much anybody outside this room can hear me. I don't know if I can be heard at all, or if I'm, I don't know. And I'm just like, I felt awkward talking essentially to myself while he's in like the right outside my door trying to fix our heat. So it was a big mess. So I apologize for the rocky beginning, but here we are helping Olaf. Let's keep, I was going to say let's get into it, but we're already here, so let's stay here? I don't know. Give him his buttons and his nose. I have carrots with me and hummus. That is my stream snack. What's yours? You got my nose and buttons back. Thank you. I'll feel much more like myself now. Hey, did you know that squirrels use their tails to help them balance in high places? I didn't know that. Fascinating. I agree. Squirrels are a source of almost infinite interesting facts. And now we have one to add. They like to play keep away with carrots. Are you ready, little nose? Let's put you back where you belong. Oh, this is so much better. I'd give you a warm hug to say thank you, but I'm still missing my arms, so that would be difficult. Where could those be? Oh, I just remembered. It's not only my arms that are missing. They were holding something when I lost them. Didn't you say you were looking for some kind of orb? Well, I was holding one when I got locked in here. Don't you just love coincidences? So if we find your arms, we'll find the orb. Excellent deductive reasoning, Yogi Bear. Ooh, and we can also deduce that if I don't know what happened to my arms, I don't know what happened to the orb. You don't know what happened to your arms? All I remember is that I walked in here and there was a flash of light. The next thing I knew, my arms were gone and so was the orb, and I was locked inside. Ugh, if only there was some way to tell exactly what happened in here, but it was so long ago. Well, if you don't remember, and I don't remember, maybe the water remembers. The water remembers? What do you mean? A water has memory. It's disputed by many, but it's true. We'll just need to find a way to get it to share the memories with us. Well, there's one person I always know I can go to when there's magical business I don't understand. Merlin, of course. Merlin? Oh, he's the oldest and thus the most all-knowing person in the village. I'm sure he'll know what to do. I'll go talk to Merlin and find out. Can't pick up the book. Okay. I'm gonna look around a little bit. I left something in here, something I need. I know it's here somewhere. I need it to tear down the wall. It's not working. Nothing is working. It must be the pillar's magic stopping me. Oh. I try to make friends with the villagers, but it's like there's a wall between us. Like something is broken inside of me. I have to tear out the orb to cast my spell. There's no other choice. Alright. So, I obviously didn't stream on Monday. I was traveling, and I have the phone app, and I was wanting to cancel the stream through the phone app, but I couldn't. I used to be able to. I don't know why I can't now. I'm confused on that. So, I looked up the inspiration for Wall-E, and there's a variety of inspirations for him. Um, originally they wanted to do just so many different things. He was right. Ironically, he was right after the Finding Nemo was done. And the producer's like, well, we explored the water and we did a really good job animating that. Let's do space. It was like, okay. From one extreme to the next. All right, let's talk to Merlin.
Well, hello.
Yogi Bear, tell me, what did you find at the center of the blizzard? I found a secret chamber full of strange magical experiments. I think that I must have made it back before the forgetting. How curious. I wonder what purpose it served. Oh, and that's not all. I found Olaf inside. Olaf. Oh, wonderful. What a loquacious little snowman helpful in sorting out our magical conundrum. Yes, he's helping me find the orb. Brilliant. I've always known that Olaf possesses unexpected wisdom. What did he tell you? Olaf's arms are missing. He says that the last thing he remembers is that they were holding on to the orb. But he doesn't know where to find them. He said something about water having memory. He's quite right, you know.
Excellent.
That was one of the powers your royal watering can used to have. It could draw out the memories held by water. Do you think my watering can still has that power? Maybe we could find out exactly what happened to the orb, but I wouldn't know where to start. It's always best to start off where something has begun. Investigate the pillar in the frosted heights. Hold out your watering can and focus your magic. If there's anything to be found, that should help you find it.
Oh, I'm so happy to see you.
I'm happy to see you too, Minnie. I'm glad you're back. Anyway, Wall-E was originally, his movie was going to be called Trash Planet because of the planet was trashed. They went to landfills to help draw up the planet. He's a combination of a trash compactor, binoculars, and something else. I don't remember what else. It was very interesting seeing what all went into it. Alright, we've watered it. Ooh, pretty. Back to Merlin. It was interesting. Originally, instead of humans, it was going to be green alien creatures.
Have no idea what magic.
And then
I'm having a pretty good day.
Yogi Bear, you're back! Now tell me, did your watering can uncover anything useful? It looks like a long time ago the Forgotten took the orb from the pillar.
Now,
How curious, the pillars keep dark magic at bay. So perhaps the Forgotten needed to remove it to meddle in more dangerous forms of magic. But wait, that's not all. Merlin, the Forgotten looked just like me.
most befuddling.
Like you?
Well,
Oh dear, this is very perplexing, Yogi Bear. Let me consider this.
oh dear.
Well, it's possible that the Forgotten is a splinter of yourself that stayed behind when you left the valley long ago. Let's do the story bit. A splinter of myself? How? As we grow up, there are always parts of ourselves that we leave behind, pieces of us that no longer, I suppose you could say, fit. But just because we're finished with a part of ourselves, it doesn't mean that part of ourselves is finished with us.
How?
In your case, this may all be manifesting itself a bit more literally. Merlin, is this all my fault? No, I assure you, none of this is your fault.
Yes.
Because cause and effect is tricky. The simplest action can lead to unexpected reactions.
That's
And here in the valley, things are especially complicated. We have to fix this. Well, I've always known that the key to restoring our valley lies within you. What matters now is that you're here trying to fix these problems. And I guess now we're on one step closer to doing that. In the memory, it looked like Olaf saw the Forgotten running off with the orb from the pillar and followed them to the secret chamber. Then I suspect the rest of the answers will lie inside that chamber. I'll go see if there are any more memories inside the secret chamber. And we did that already.
very kind.
Now we need to go see Olaf. But yeah, seeing the progression of Wall-E, what it was supposed to be versus what actually happened, is really interesting. And usually, if I'm remembering correctly, usually animations need 75,000 storyboards, whereas Wall-E took 125,000. Quite a lot more. A lot of work really went into it. You can tell. They did a really good job with Wall-E, I thought.
Oh, so glad you.
I have to know, are we any closer to solving the mystery of my missing arms? I think so. Merlin helped me use my watering can to bring out a memory near the pillar in the Frosted Heights. I saw the Forgotten pulling the orb out of the pillar. The Forgotten? But it looks just like you. Yeah, the Forgotten has my face. There's some sort of magical splinter of me. Oh, like I'm part of Elsa. How fascinating. I guess it's sort of like that. Well, I certainly thought the Forgotten was you when we were playing hide and seek. You'd be missing for a long time, but we're still in the middle of a game. So I followed you, or the Forgotten, so I could tag you and you'd finally come back to the village. And then I saw the Forgotten had dropped that shiny orb, so I picked it up and came here to give it back. But then what happened? I don't remember. But you can use your watering can around here to find out. All right.
Thanks. This makes me so happy.
This is so cool. I like this. Is there nothing else I can water? Oh, closer to the portal. Blah. Closer to the portal. All right. We have other memories to see too. The spell, it went wrong. Need to find somewhere else, somewhere quieter. Might need to rip out all the orbs to do this. It's only when the lights are on that I realize my life is dark. In here, I'm safe. Wow, did you see that? I must have interrupted the Forgotten while they were casting some sort of magical enchantment. And the orb made the magic go wild in here. That must have been the flash I saw. So this chamber, it must be the Forgotten's, and it was the Forgotten who locked you inside here. I'm sorry that happened, Olaf. That's okay. I know you wouldn't have wanted it to happen. After that, the Forgotten grabbed the orb off the floor and threw it in that portal over there. With my arm still attached. Oh, but bright side, now we know where the orb is. Someone with arms can just reach inside the portal and grab it. I'd volunteer to do it myself, but no arms. That portal keeps flickering. Something's wrong with it. I don't think it's safe to reach inside. Oh, maybe there's a way to fix it in one of these books. Since my arms are missing, I couldn't turn the pages to read them, but the titles are very interesting. They're all about magic, casting spells, making things float, how to open portals. Did you just say how to open portals? How to open portals! Yes, and we need to open a portal. Great job, Olaf. I guess I need to find that book.
Well, I guess that's it.
I guess that's it. Is that it? Oh, there's more.
Oh, so
You found a book! Is it the one we need? You'll have to read it to me since I can't turn the pages. Okay, it's called So You Want to Open a Dark Portal. That's very convenient. Oh, how conveniently specific. Me and Olaf are on the same page. It sounds like exactly what we're looking for. I hope so. I can't wait to hear what it says. This must be how the Forgotten learned to open all those portals in the first place. No wonder they've been popping up everywhere. Are you going to read? According to this, we'll need something called a Dreamlight prism to fix the portal. There's a bunch of broken glass on the floor over there. I'll bet the Forgotten tried this too. Maybe if you gather it up and replace the broken parts, we can get my arms back. Oh, and the orb. Can't forget about that. It says we'll need some glass and some purified night shards. But once I fix it, I need to find some way to channel all the colors of the rainbow through the prism. How do I do that? Well, there are some gems over there near the portal, but not all the colors. Some must be missing. Don't worry, Yogi Bear. I'm sure you can figure out what to do. Finally, it says I need to whisper one of my darkest fears to the portal to seal the spell. I guess I should start thinking about what I'm afraid of. But for now, I'll start by making the Dreamlight prism.
See you soon.
Alright. So we need an orange, a green, and a purple. Well, there's a purple right there. I also looked up the origin of Moana, and it's Maui's story. I more often than not, whenever I read the origins stories, I like the characters a lot better. Often, not all the time. There are some exceptions. I just can't think of one off the bat right now. However, a lot of times I love the characters even more in the original stories than I do in the movie form stories. Like Maui. Maui is very conceited in the original. not in the original, in the Disney version. Now, to be fair, he is very much a trickster, but he's very cunning in the original stories. Now, this is anytime I tell a story from the classics, you have to keep in mind that I could have always heard a different version than you. If you like to talk about these things and you heard a different version, that's perfectly fine. I'd love to hear your version in the comments. Or details that you heard that I haven't heard yet. That's possible too. Because a lot of stories are passed down from, how many did they say, 10? Do I have that many? I do. Awesome. Oh, that didn't work. Okay. Anyway. So you could always hear a version that I haven't. You can always hear a detail that I haven't heard yet. That is perfectly normal. That's perfectly fine. So anyway, what I read about Maui was he, a long time ago in a distant land. Anyway, he was born premature, and his mother thought he was dead. So what she did was she cut off the top knot, and I'm not going to say any names because I could barely read them. I don't think I'm going to pronounce them correctly. So you are welcome to do your own research and see the actual native names for everybody. Maui is technically a shortened version of his whole name. So if you want to look into that, you're more than welcome to. I saw my information off of something called Twinkle, Twinkl, and another website. I don't remember what it was called now. I just typed in mythology of Maui, and information popped up. So anyway, so his mom thought he was dead when he was born. So what she did was she cut off her top knot, which has a name in their culture, and of her hair, and she put him in it, and then she put him in the ocean. And then the god of the ocean saw him and took care of him and took him to an older gentleman to take care of him on land. And the man called him Maui, and then the name for the top knot. So his name means the boy found in the hair, essentially. Let me make food so I can actually do things. Do I have? I do not have any. All right. Starting off strong. Anyway, so that's his name. That's why he was named that. He was raised by the gentleman on land. And we don't have any butter. I think I'm going to go cook at Remy's because then I can at least buy something I don't have yet. So the man raised him, and then Maui set out, and he found he has 5 brothers, and it depends on what you're reading. His mom, the person who I saw as his mom in my version is referred to as his sister in other versions. Sometimes she's his wife. It just depends on what you're reading and who gave the information to that. And honestly, between different countries where that information may have come from, too. So anyway, so he returns to his brothers. He has 5 brothers, and the bit where in the movie when he's like, I gave you the sun or something. Actually, it was a joint effort. His brothers were complaining that the sun doesn't stay in this. The sun goes by the sky too fast, and they can't get as much work done as they want to. So, oh no! All right, we'll do that. Anyway, and they can't get as much work done as they like in the daytime. So, Maui says, well, why don't we make the sun go slower? And they said, you can't make the sun go slower. You're going to burn because the sun is too hot. You can't hold it. And so he's like, well, if we do it all together, we can. And so they were like, okay. So they got a bunch of flax together, and they made a ginormous net. And Maui infused it with his magic. And then it wasn't a fish hook. In the mythology that I read, he carries around a magical jawbone that was his uncle's. That was odd to me, but, you know, whatever. So he carries around this big jawbone, and the sun is in a pit, and the sun has a name as well that I'm not going to attempt to say because I don't know how to pronounce it. Once again, you're more than welcome to look it up and see what the sun's name was. Anyway, the sun goes into a pit in the east every day, and they went to the pit. All 6 of them, they went to the pit, and they waited for the sun to wake up. And as the brothers are having second thoughts, Maui pounces, and he puts the net over the sun, to the point where the sun can't come out of its pit on its own. And Maui starts beating it up with the jawbone, and so the sun and all of his brothers are holding the net down, so they're all together, helping keep the sun in place. And finally, the sun has had enough, and he says, "What have I done to you? Why are you treating me this way?" And Maui says, "You don't stay in the sun long enough. You fly through the sky too fast for us. We need you to stay in the sky longer. If we let you go, do you promise to go slower?" And the sun says, "Yes, I promise to go slower." So they let him go, and from that moment on, in their mythology, the sun goes through the sky slower, so that everybody can get enough work done in a day. And there are other stories, like when he's like, "Oh, I gave you fire." That was interesting. They are sitting by the fire, him and his 5 brothers, and his 5 brothers say something to the effect of, "We're so glad that we have this fire." And Maui thinks to himself, I wonder where the fire came from. And so he's talking to them, and he's like, "Do you know where the fire came from?" And they said that it came from this goddess, essentially. And he's like, "Okay." So what he does is he goes through and he stamps out all the fires. A memory! Yay! Just 2 more pieces, and then we're done with this one. That's exciting. Anyway, so he goes throughout all the village, and he stamps out every fire. And my brain, I'm thinking, could you not have done... Anyway, I'm sure he couldn't have, but it felt like he could have probably accomplished what he wanted to accomplish without doing that. But anyway, so he stamps out all of the fires in the village, and everyone wakes up the next morning, and they're like, "How are we going to cook? What are we supposed to do with this?" And they're like, "Maui, we need you to go to the goddess and get fire, excuse me." And he's like, "Okay." So he goes and he goes to this fiery mountain, and he says, "We need fire." And at first she's like, "Who are you, and why are you here?" And he says, "I'm your grandson, Maui." And so she greets him, and he says, "Hey, our village needs fire. Can you please give me some fire to take back?" And she says, "Sure." And so she gives him a fingernail, because she's on fire. She essentially is fire, and all of her mountain is coated in fire as well. I left that out. So anyway, so she essentially hands him a fingernail, and then he's walking away. This is a man of many questions, because he walks away and he wonders to himself, I wonder what would happen if she didn't have all of her fingernails.
Poor unfortunate souls.
And I'm like, okay, that's a question. That's a good question, I guess. So be wondering. So he throws it in the creek. What she gave him, he throws it in the creek, and he goes back, and he's like, "Hey, I dropped it in the creek. Can I please have another one?" And she says, "Sure." He does this for all of her fingernails, and then he asks, he goes back and asks, and she gives him a toenail. And I'm like, this is very unique. Who thought of this? Anyway, choices were made. But so she's on her last toenail, essentially. Oh no, my storage is full. I can't take the opportunity of this. Ugh. Oh well. The opportunity will return one day. Let's sell some things. So anyway, so she's on her last toenail before she realizes what's going on, and she's like, "Oh my goodness, you tricked me! How dare you!" And he's like, and so she tries to come at him, and he turns into a hawk because he's a shapeshifter. And might need that one. No, we said orange, didn't we? Orange and purple. So I shouldn't sell my purple one. Okay. Hopefully that's enough room.
See you later.
Okay, let me think. I need purple and orange and green, I think. Alright, anyway. So she's on her last toenail before she realizes she's been tricked. And she's like, "You are awful, how dare you." So she tries to attack him. He turns into a hawk. And then he flies to the ocean, where, remember earlier, the ocean god is someone who took care of him when he was growing up. So, of course, the ocean god protects him. And and he fights the fire goddess, and because she's so weakened, he wins essentially. But not before she hurls her last toenail at Maui, which singed some of his feathers, but then it goes into the forest. Now, the interesting thing to me was in the mythology, the forest doesn't ignite, but the trees hold on to the fire because they understand what a precious commodity fire is. So they hold on to the fire, so then after that, whenever Maui comes back, he can rub two sticks together and the fire's already inside them. So I thought that was interesting. There's other stories of a chicken telling him how to get fire. I didn't understand that, so I'm sticking with this story that I had read, the initial story. But I thought that was interesting. And you know how he's like, "Oh, I gave you coconuts." That's unique. That was actually, from what I understand, I could be wrong, but from what I understand, the coconut thing, that was purely by accident. There was a great eel, and once again, it's named a name that I don't remember, but the great eel is like a god or a demigod. And he falls in love with Maui's mother. Now, her name is Hina, and I don't know if that's Hina. I don't know how you say that. But she is the person that is either his mother. When I was reading it, she's his mother. But in other versions, she's his sister, she's his wife. Regardless, she's related to him somehow, some way. And the eel falls in love with her and wants to be married to her. And she rejects him because she's like, "No, thank you, I don't want that." And so he gets really upset because he wanted her to be his wife. Anyway, so he floods her cave where they all live, and Maui's like, "No, you're not going to do that." So he goes after the eel, and there's several attempts. I did not see them all. The story that I was reading simply said there were many attempts. And finally Maui's like, "This is a big enough problem. We need to take care of this." And he catches the eel, he kills it, and then he chops it into little pieces. The pieces that are in the ocean turn into freshwater eels. Then the pieces on land turn into something else. I don't remember what else. But then the head gets buried. Like, he's burying it and dispersing, because in all of mythology, things come back to life and, get reunited somehow, some way, i.e. hydras. So he doesn't want like a hydra situation going on. So he buries the head, and that's what turns into coconuts. That's what makes a coconut tree. So part of me is like, yes, he did supply coconuts. That's correct. Like, according to mythology. But it seems like a pure accident to me. It doesn't seem like he truly did that intentionally. It just happened. Now, once again, all of my information is coming from the internet, number one. Number two, it's coming from an article that gives a brief summary of these stories. So there might be a book out there. There might be another website that I haven't seen yet that goes into more detail. He could have fully intended to grow coconuts. But from what I read, it doesn't seem like that was his actual intent. It was just a happy happenstance. Now, why I say I like Maui a bit better in the stories is because he doesn't seem as haughty or prideful. Now, he is a trickster, he is stubborn, but a lot of his feats were made with a group, whether it was his family or mostly his family, really. I wouldn't say friends necessarily. I don't remember there being many family or friends, excuse me. I don't remember there being a lot of friends. Mostly family. Anyway, a lot of it was a group effort. So, yes, he did these things, quote unquote, in the mythology. I mean, quote unquote, he did it. It is in the mythology. However, he didn't do it alone. It wasn't on his own. So that's what I like better about the mythology, whereas in the movie, and I understand it's a movie about Moana, it's not really about Maui, I get that, but in the movie, he's very much, oh, I'm this. It's all about me. And it's like, no, he didn't seem that way. He didn't give me that impression when I was reading about him in an article. So, I like that better. He was more of a modest person. And he looked 100% like a human. Like, he looked like someone you would see down the street. He didn't seem to be very, buff. He obviously took care of himself, but he didn't look as buff as the movie portrayed him to be. He looked very normal. And I liked that. It says that he was very much human. Ooh, what's that? Ooh, we started another mission. Go us. Anyway, finally, it was his arrogance that took him down. Don't get me wrong, he did have pride. However, that didn't seem to be his main attribute when I was reading about him. So, finally what took him down was he had done all these different adventures. And let me see first if these purple and what I have will fit before I go off doing something else. Anyway, so what finally took him down was he went out, he was talking to his dad and he said, hey, why can't men live forever? Like, I want to give humanity immortality. And his dad was like, no, you can't do that. That's not how it goes. And he tells a story. Why can't I interact with it? Even if you don't have the thing, they at least usually let you interact. Maybe I need to do the big thing first. Read? Okay. Okay. Can I not read these? Apparently not. Oh, I do need to interact with the big thing before I can interact with the others. Oh, okay. I don't think I finished my construction. We got distracted. Are we surprised? No. Anyway, so he tells his dad, oh, if anybody can get immortality, I can. And there's this goddess that her heart is immortality. She has obsidian, glass, teeth, and then, her face is like a fish. It was weird. It was a common, mythology description where they're a combination of animals and random things. Anyway, so he tells his brothers, you're gonna help me, because his brothers always helped him. And he said, I'm gonna go in through her belly, up and grab the heart and come out her mouth, and I need you to help me take immortality to the humans. And they said, okay. And so he goes in, he grabs the heart, and then he's about to come out the mouth, and his brothers laugh at him because he looks so silly right where he is. Oh, there we go. Now we can do it. Okay. So his brothers laugh at him. She wakes up and she closes her mouth and snaps him in half. And that, my friends, is the end of Maui. Yeah. I don't know what happened to his brothers. If she got mad and got them too, or if... It didn't say. So I don't know. But... there we go. Now we can... Why am I running? Let's just use the wells. But I like seeing the different origins of classical stories. They're often dark and not as... They are not kid-friendly. Originally, classical stories were for adults. They were for older teens that could handle it. They were to teach a moral. Sometimes they were for oh man, that one doesn't work. Let's try the purple. Oh man, that stinks. More mining for us. Depending on where you were, and depending on what the story is. Sometimes the stories were just to make fun of how outlandishly the rich were. A lot of, just normal people made up different stories. Either fantasizing about the riches of the wealthy, or laughing at how insane the wealthy are when they spend ridiculous money on silly things. It just depends on the story. So, like I said, most of them did have a moral to it. Ooh, a memory. And that's what I appreciate about the old stories. They didn't sugarcoat it. They didn't say, "Oh yeah, you did wrong, but it's okay." No, they were like, "Hey, you can control your actions, but you can't control the consequence or the outcome." And that's what I appreciate about them. Oh, Olaf is gonna tell me, "But you can't go there. Where are you going?" Oh no, that's not Olaf. I thought I had to figure it out for myself. I don't remember. Anyway, but that's what I like the classics. Okay, will there be a way to read? I just have to interact? I mean, hey, may as well try. Nope. I think it's... Why? Let me see. Okay, maybe not shiny. Emerald, but is there anything else that's green? Oh, period. Period. The promenade? I don't think I've ever heard of the promenade. Hold on, give me a second. I'm looking it up. Hold on. I don't think I've ever heard of it. I've heard of the plaza. And I've heard of... Oh, there is the plaza. Okay, so that's different. The plains, the wastes. I thought that was the Forgotten Lands. And the, Okay, hold on. Frosted Heights, Forgotten Lands. Dazzle Beach, Force of Valor. Blade of Trust, Sunlit Plateau. Okay. See, these are all things I know. The wastes and the plains. Alright, nothing's loading. I'll look that up later. Alright, anyway. Emerald. Well, we tried Emerald. That didn't work. Peaceful Meadow and Dazzle Beach. The Grasslands. The Promenade. I don't... okay. We will. We'll figure that out. Later. I just really hope these aren't... in an obscure place that I don't have unlocked yet.
Good day, dear.
$10,000?
Mark me words.
Or I should say gold coins. Not everything's a dollar, Yogi Bear. I know. Oh man, I can't sell it right here either. Well, let's talk to Remy while we're here.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, my bag of ingredients. I thought I'd never get this back. I had a little misunderstanding with one of the raccoons in the Forest of Valor. He grabbed the bag and ran off. I thought I'd never get to finish my errands. Can I help you with your errands? Actually, now that you mention it, I could really use your help. What do you need? Well, these are the ingredients for some special deliveries. I wanted to make meals to thank everyone who stayed behind to take care of the valley during the forgetting. That's thoughtful. Aw, thanks. It was the least I could do after Mickey took care of my recipes. There's only one problem. I've been pretty busy with the restaurant, so I haven't had time to cook all the meals I had planned.
Yeah.
If I gave you these ingredients, do you think you could finish making some meals for Merlin, Mickey, Mr. McDuck, and Goofy? You've been a pretty great sous chef in the past. Of course, I'd be honored to help. Thanks, Yogi Bear. I really appreciate it. Here, take the ingredients. Just make sure to cook them fresh, and they've definitely got to be 5 stars. Come talk to me if you need any help thinking of meals.
Place where you never know what happens next.
Ooh, butter, cheese, eggs, milk, and that's it.
Hope to see you soon.
Alright, anyway. Let's make... Oh, we have Dreamlight. Alright, first let's start off with something. Any 5-star meals that we know.
Life's full of tough choices, isn't it?
Also... Yeah, I have room. I'll put everything in my cupboard so I can have more room in my bag. We have potato leek soup. I don't think I have the right veggies, so I need to go get veggies. There might be some in the garden. Let's see.
Well, I showed.
Oh no!
Are you sure
Just gonna put them all on here.
to handle yourself out here?
We have a potato! And an onion. Alright. We're doing great. Let's sell some of these gems.
Cute and fluffy, like this. Howdy. Oh, works for me. Yup.
Alright, let's try this again. I'm almost out of hummus. It's very sad. I don't have a leak. Which most would argue is a good thing. What was I thinking of? Oh. I didn't need... Okay. Goodness. Alright. I think that'll go to Goofy. Oh no! Oops. Oh goodness. There we go. Alright. We need to go plant some vegetables. or just buy them.
Hi there, pal. Oh, hey.
All right.
Good boy.
I don't remember if we have eggplant or leek.
Stitch wants coconut cake and coffee.
I want coconut cake and coffee. That sounds delicious. Nope. All right. Let's see. Oops. Oh, goodness. All right, we do have seeds.
Hey there.
No, that's not the right. That's not the right
Works for me.
veggies.
Yummy.
Just kidding.
Hello. Woo, woohoo.
All right.
Just a... Hello.
How much is it to upgrade? Oh my word! Everything costs
Thank you,
10,000. All right. Let's see if we can't get more shrimp. We'll just make bouillabaisse for everybody. Oh, man. Okay, Ursula, you could back up a little bit. Alright, I think all of the normal colored circles are just gonna be... Oh, there we go. I'm wondering where the inspiration came from for Vanellope. I understand that obviously the whole premise of Wreck-It Ralph is video games. But, you know, the inspirations for different characters is interesting. Or the movie as a whole. Like for Wall-E, the idea came from someone going, just one day they sat there at lunch with everybody and they said, what if we all left Earth but forgot to turn the last robot off? And that's what that thought came, and here's Wall-E. So I'm curious, who thought of Wreck-It Ralph and what the initial thought was. Alright. Aw, man. Alright. Let's sell some things.
Howdy.
Oops, wrong button.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Alright, I think I might just go through and, I'll keep this back. Because cooking. Alright. Let's go sell some things.
How's it going?
Alright.
See you later.
I think I might go through and sell all the flowers I have. Put all the food away so I don't accidentally sell that. I think I have a set spot for my fish. So I'm not gonna put that in here. I think I had some... Oh, I keep turning the lights on and off. No, open the storage. Alright.
Hey there.
Oops. I always forget the ones are not a double click. Oh, yay! Now we can go upgrade something. Alright.
Goodbye.
Let's go open the well so I have a way to get back and forth. I could have teleported to this well, but oh well.
Greetings, neighbor. Whoa! Ho, ho, ho.
Alright, now that I'm broke.
Hope you have a bull market day.
My best friend Ralph is a knucklehead with his lover.
Although we always hear about how Ralph is a knucklehead whenever we pass by Vanellope. Okay, is the number gonna go up when I find the right gem? Or is it only gonna go up when I find the right gem and replace it in its place? It is something I would like to know. Okay, I keep forgetting to actually go to the plaza to mine. So let's do that. I go all over the valley except... Ooh! Oh, I need internet. Okay. My internet is low today. Ta-da.
This place is the cat's pajamas.
Bam.
Oh, you poor unfortunate soul.
Alright, one more rock, and then let's go home and see what I can't make. Oh no! Okay. I thought they were going to tell me I'm out of energy before finishing off that particular rock. I don't like when that happens. It's like, I'm almost done. I almost have my gem. I'll go home in a minute. Alright. 2 down, 2 to go. I think I don't have enough onion. Oh no. I was gonna say, I think I have enough to get 2 ranch salads. I do not. That is frustrating. An onion is what I'm out of. Stink. Do I have? I do not have. I don't have any 5-star. Alright. And I don't have a lobster. Okay. Oh dear. I'm trying to think of any 5-star things. Well. Yes! Yay! Alright. We can be done with this mission. Or at least this bit of this mission. Come back, Mickey.
Hey, over here.
Yeah, I know. I'll give him a salad.
Hiya, pal. Oh. So long for now.
We're happy about him and he's happy about us. And that was the basis of what he said.
Oh, greetings, neighbor.
Consider a little thank you payment from me and Remy for taking care of the village during the forgetting. Thank you, Mr. McDuck, for believing there. The last one, giving me a discount on my next purchase, hopefully, with 3 question marks. Believing there was something here worth saving. I've made many a penny by investing in ventures that others thought were hopeless causes. I knew all we needed was someone as enterprising as yourself to come along, and I appreciate you thinking me. A wee bit of gratitude is worth more than the gold in the Yukon. In sentiment, that is.
Bye-bye now.
I don't know why they zoomed up so close to him while we were talking. Okay.
I can see into the future, so I know you should come talk to me.
Okay.
Oh, hello.
Well then, what's all this?
Well,
I don't recall requesting such an extravagant meal, though I am a bit peckish. It's a thank you meal, courtesy of me and Remy. We wanted to show our gratitude to you for taking care of this village during the forgetting, and for being the only one who knows what's going on half the time. Well, it helps to have a glimpse of the future and to have a great deal of books to consult. Actually, I'm afraid I haven't the faintest idea what to say.
how
I suppose I never expected to thank you. I was simply doing what was right. No need to say anything, just enjoy. I shall. Acts of kindness like this meal are what hold this valley together.
Thank you.
Alright, where's Goofy? Oh. There he is. There him is.
How you doing today? How's it going?
This smells delicious.
Oh?
Who's it for? It's a little gift from me and Remy to you. Thanks for watching over the royal fishing rod. Ah, shucks. I'm speechless.
Oh.
You okay? Oh, sorry, pal. I was just being speechless, like I said. Thanks. I can't wait to get my favorite double-ended fork, spoon, and dig in. Ah, yep.
Goodbye.
I assume we're supposed to go talk to Remy. Oh, there he is.
Excuse me, but I could use a human's help.
Hey, Top.
Hey, it's
Hey,
you!
you're back. Did you have time to bring those meals to them? How did they react? Did they enjoy them? They were really happy. That's great. I'm glad to hear it. And hey, while you were taking care of all that, I thought of a special meal I could make for you. Aw, thanks. Anytime. Here you go. 1 3-course thank you for everything you do around here.
Oh!
Bon appetit! Good, I could use it while I'm mining and fishing and... Ooh, a banana split.
Thanks, human.
I suppose everyone's been telling you that I'm the bad guy.
It's quite the pause. Alright. I don't know if I'll be able to finish this before the stream ends.
My neighbors are good. Yes. Model citizen.
Alright, I need some gems. Maybe this just isn't the right place.
Babylon and their riches are soon parted.
I see green. Alright. Then we have a normal amethyst. Oops.
Okay,
Alright.
neighbors are nice.
Let's see if we can't get something orange. Ooh, a memory. Come on, pick it up. Pick it up. There we go. Ooh, Cinderella. I like Cinderella a lot. There are so many different variations. Whoa. Let's do that one. All right. I need that recipe for sure. All right. We just need orange. That's it, and then we're done. No, that's not gonna be orange. Oh well. It's hard to get an orange gem. I love the sound of the wood steps. That thump 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 sound. I don't know why, but I like it a lot. Alright, we'll just circle around to the Frosted Heights with mining, and then we'll put in what we can and call it a day.
Ohana means family.
Ohana means family.
Nobody except
Alright. I don't think think we're gonna get the orange one today. I don't even know if the purple and green are right. We'll see. Whoosh. I love the ominous music in the background. Alright, let's put in what we have. And then save the rest for later. Yes, one works. Oh no. Okay. Emerald. Why didn't Emerald work before? I don't know. We do have an orange. And it works. Why didn't I realize we had an orange? Ooh. There were two Olafs for a second there. Did you see that? That is hilarious. Alright, let's finish this out. Oops. Yay! You found them! You found my arms! Come here, little arms. Let me put you on. Yay! Oh, that's much better. I feel so sticky. Get it? Because my arms are sticks? That's hilarious. I thought you'd like it. Well, I didn't just find your arms. I also found the orb. There's only one problem. It seems to be broken. No, what's wrong with it? The light inside it has gone out. The magic is just gone. I don't think this is going to be enough to fix the pillar and stop the blizzard. Aw. I'm sorry, Yogi Bear. I wish I knew how to fix it. There must be a way. I have to figure out the mystery. Maybe there's a book in Merlin's library or another memory somewhere, or... Ahem. I may not know how to fix the orb, but I do know one thing that can make everything better. A warm hug. And now that I have my arms again, I can give you one. Whoa. He's glowing. Thanks, Olaf. I feel a lot better now. Yep, warm hugs are the best. Wait a second. The orb started to glow when you hugged me. Merlin said he didn't know what virtue powered the pillar in the Forest of Heights. The Forest of Heights. But now I know. It must be warm hugs. Close, but not exactly. It's love, Olaf. And simple act of love fixed the orb. Oh, then I guess I did know how to fix the orb after all. Does this mean we save the day? Yes. But not quite. I still need to put this orb back in the pillar. Let's go. I was about to say this is going to wait till next week, but we fixed the problem in this moment, so perfect. We can just do this now.
Oh, good, you're here.
Wow, you found my missing pieces and stopped the blizzard. You're very talented. There are still a lot of questions left, though, like what was the deal with that secret chamber? What was the Forgotten doing in there? Don't worry, I know you'll figure it out. You're practically the official village figure-outer. And I'll be here if you need any warm hugs or words of sage wisdom from a snowman wise beyond his years. But for now, I'm gonna go see what's changed in the village while I was winning at hide and seek. I think you're going to love it, Olaf. There are so many new fun facts to learn. Ooh, I haven't learned a new fact in so long. Thank you for finding me. You're the best seeker a hider could have. Oh, and one more thing. Tag, you're it. Oh, okay. I get a squirrel.
You know, I really like it.
Yay! Let's do foraging.
I just love
Oops.
this. Oh, thanks.
Alright, making sure there's no secret. Because sometimes there's storage. Alright. Alright. Let's save what we have. Alright. I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, weekend, whenever you're watching this. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you for bearing with my ramblings. I very much love looking at the origin stories of classical things, or figuring out why Disney made a movie about what they made a movie about. So if you have a favorite Disney film that you're like, oh, I really wonder where the inspiration came from this, or I really wonder what the original story is, feel free to put it in the comments, put it in the chat, put it wherever. If you're on Twitch, come on over to YouTube and put it in my comment section. And I am more than happy to look that up, make that a priority. But yeah, I hope you have a great... I said that. Don't forget to snack. Don't forget to hydrate. Bye, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me today. If you liked this video, please like it. If you enjoy this kind of content, go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. If you would like to interact with me live, come on over to Twitch. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays is when I game.